Tonight, a man of the cloth weighs in on the show of forgiveness by Brant Jean to his brother's killer. Alison Jean urges Dallas Police Department to clean house as she gets set to leave Dallas and return home, and says Brant's hug should not be misconstrued as complete forgiveness for everybody. And a traffic gridlock flares tempers in the city, causing police to issue an apology. We have the details of these stories and more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Thursday, the 3rd of October 2019. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We're on Flow, channel 117, also being simulcast on Kiss FM radio, on our website www.caribbeanhottv.com, on our free Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, or on our Caribbean Hot TV Facebook page. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. In a stunning move, Botham Jean's 18-year-old brother Brant Jean embraced his brother's killer Amber Geiger after letting her know that he has forgiven her and that he wants nothing but the best for her. The move has elicited strong and varied reaction. Many are praising Brant for what they view as the ultimate show of grace and faith. Others say it is him giving Geiger a pass. Even high-profile civil rights activists in the U.S. have argued that black people in general are too quick to forgive in a bid to prove their humanity to the white race. But Brant is a Christian who asked only that Amber Geiger give her life to Christ. A local pastor is weighing in on his act of forgiveness.
Prosecutors were left in tears in the closing of the Amber Geiger trial as a touching scene unfolded when Brant Jean, brother of Botham Jean, extended his forgiveness and shared a tender moment with Amber Geiger, recently charged for his brother's murder. Local pastor Ambadu of the Methodist Church tuned in on the issue.
I think this is a demonstration to the whole world that even in the midst of our hate, there's still room for forgiveness. What Botham brother has done, it is demonstrating to the whole world that we can forgive. And it is an example for the young people in our country that no matter how someone would have hurt you, you can still forgive. So I believe that God has used him to communicate to the whole world that there is still room for forgiveness, that we can forgive others no matter what anyone would have done against us. And again, if you look at Romans chapter 12, verse 19, the Bible says vengeance belongs to God. So that is what our brother has demonstrated, and he has made the whole world proud. And it is a message for the whole world that we can forgive, even in the midst of our hate. So I want to appeal to the young people that they should learn from this guy, that whatever anyone would have done against them, they should look at this boy as an example to forgive others.
Pastor Ambadu underscores that no matter the situation, there is always room for forgiveness. For Hot 7 News, I am Jacques Wooding.
Thank you, Jacques. Meanwhile, in an interview with CBS News, Botham's mother, Alison Jean, says she is getting closer to forgiveness and that she was surprised by the moment her 18-year-old son, Brant, offered forgiveness to his brother's killer. However, she also said that she does not want her son's hug to be misconstrued as complete forgiveness for everybody. Let's listen to her CBS interview.
The murder trial stemming from a controversial police shooting in Dallas ended in a dramatic gesture of forgiveness. Courtroom video captured this emotional moment when the brother of Botham Jean, the victim, hugged former police officer Amber Geiger. Geiger was sentenced to 10 years in prison for murdering Jean. She could have received up to 99 years. Outside, protesters called the sentence too lenient. Omar Villafranca was the first network correspondent to sit down with Botham Jean's mother after the sentencing. Omar, what did she have to say?
Alison Jean told me she not only blames Amber Geiger for the murder of her son, but she's also pointing her fingers at the Dallas Police Department and the Texas Rangers who led the investigation. She's also talking about that moment in court when her youngest son hugged Botham's killer.
But what he did today was remarkable. and he did it all on his own.
The mother of Botham Jean says she was surprised by the moment her 18-year-old son Brant offered forgiveness to his brother's killer, Amber Geiger.
I don't know if this is possible, but can I give her a hug, please?
The young man just wanted to say something after the sentencing hearing. Then, Brant and Geiger hugged while Geiger sobbed.
What Brand did was to cleanse his heart towards Amber. I do not want it to be misconstrued as a complete forgiveness of everybody.
Jean family attorney Daryl Washington says Brant showed Geiger the compassion Botham would have given.
If Amber Geiger would have just spoken to Botham when she walked in the apartment, Botham would have been the type of guy that would have said, hey, let me get you a bowl, join me, have some ice cream.
No justice, no peace!
People angry over what they describe as a lenient sentence moved their protests from outside the courtroom to the street overnight. Geiger will be eligible for parole after 5 years.
We talked to you last year. What does justice look like? Is a murder conviction and a 10-year prison sentence justice to you?
A murder conviction for sure is justice for me. There is a lot that has to be done by the Dallas Police Department, by the Texas Rangers, by the city of Dallas.
Dallas Police Chief Renee Hall said she is launching an internal affairs investigation into issues revealed during the trial, including allegations of tampering with evidence and protecting Geiger.
I acknowledge that there are things that we need to change. There are areas of concern that we need to address.
We talked to you before the trial and you said you were not quite ready for forgiveness. Where are you now?
I'm getting closer to it.
The Jean family would also like to see legislation passed in Botham's name that would require police to have more training. They say that if Geiger had reacted differently, Botham might still be alive. Now, we want to also show you something else that happened in court that was pretty unusual. Judge Tammy Kemp hugged the Jean family, then also walked over and hugged Geiger and gave her a Bible before she was led away. Meanwhile, this is not the end for Geiger. Her attorneys are expected to file an appeal.
That was Allison Jean's first post-trial sit-down with a journalist in the U.S. Motorists traveling in and out of the Castries Basin were left fuming on Thursday due to heavy traffic as a result of road blockages. The road blockages were as a result of the unveiling of a new statue along the Castries waterfront. Rochelle Gonzalez caught up with a few of the motorists, giving them a chance to have their say on the matter.
It was peaceful and quiet right here at the roundabout at the Castries waterfront as we awaited the unveiling of the Ludovic statue. However, with the unveiling on a busy Thursday morning came blocked roads, heavy traffic, loss of productivity, and people are not happy about it.
The government is in control, so I know if they have a ceremony around the area, I believe they have right to block up the road for in case of, let's say, traffic, in case of human trafficking or whatever.
But do you think that this is the right, they chose the right time? I mean, Sunday, there's the weekend, also Monday is a holiday, but today has been public gridlock?
Well, you're right about that. They should have planned that a little better, at least with the Monday where you don't have much traffic in town. And plus today is supposed to be the eve of the weekend, so you have everybody in the streets. So they could have chosen a better day.
I don't know, that's not the time they should do that. Today is a working day, so they have to choose the weekend to do it.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
Have you been affected by it?
Yes.
How?
Well, this morning I haven't made any money. No money yet this morning because of the traffic. I passed through Pave, and it wasn't easy there.
When you look at it, this is pure nonsense. We have Sunday plus we have Monday, that's a holiday. Today we have 2 cruise ships on the harbour, and this is now you all doing these kind of things, getting the traffic this kind of congested. Children have to go to school, they reach at school late, everybody's crying because of you all going to open a monument. They have Monday, they have Sunday, they have Sunday and Monday. Why not Sunday and Monday? Why should be a working day? Having that's a chaos. Not even the ambulance, the fire service, not even them that could move along. The person who have that intention is a madman. This is pure nonsense, and I don't like it. These fellas need to sit down and realize what they do is bad. Look right now, I just see they start opening the road for John Compton to come into to the market. Apart from that, what again? Look everybody, nonsense, 2 cruise ships on the harbour, the tourists can't go nowhere with the taxi drivers. This is bad.
It's affecting us adversely, to tell you the truth, because you know, we 2 ships in the harbour. We haven't had a ship for so many days. The place is really dead. So today is the only day that we're expecting some kind of movement, and it's just a whole heap of confusion. I mean, we have days that these things can happen. They have a Sunday, they have Monday's a holiday. Why would they cause that kind of chaos in the country? Children have to go to school. People have to make $1 to pay their bills and so on and so forth. 2 cruise ships in the harbour. They're not thinking. The tourist industry is the mainstay of our economy, and yet still they have no regard for the persons who are hustling, I must say, in that area there. And it seems to me, because we are little, we are poor, we have no big hotels in Castries, so probably that's the whole thing. So it's poor people, so no one cares about the poor. So the rich, the friends, the foreigners, and the family, it seems to me that's what working in St.
Okay, now tourism aside, we have the issue of productivity. Something like this, people calling in late, children not going into school. How do you think this statue unveiling affects the island's productivity?
It affects us in a significant way, because productivity, where this country is going, the country is so slow now, so everything we lose is thousands and thousands of dollars counting in. So to me, that is something that could have waited for probably a Sunday, or probably Monday, the holiday, or some other day. But not that kind of day where everybody is looking forward, especially the cruise ship industry is just about to open. Right. This isn't just about to open, and that's the time you're thinking to do something like that. I don't know, what are they thinking with?
Traffic woes are expected to continue well into the afternoon, as the event itself is scheduled to commence at 3 p.m. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I'm Rochelle Gonzalez.
Meanwhile, police hosted a press conference later that day where Commissioner of Police Severin Mosheri issued an apology to the public for the level of inconvenience caused. Mosheri says following preliminary research, the decision was made to close the roads earlier than the public had been informed to facilitate the unveiling.
I'm aware of an unfortunate situation this morning which resulted in serious traffic congestion in the city of Castries and environs. This would have caused a great bit of inconvenience to not only the motoring public, but commuters, business persons, workers, students of St. Lucia, and by extension, the general public. I, as Commissioner of Police, take full responsibility for this. On behalf of the police, I wish to apologize to the members of the public for the inconvenience caused to them. From preliminary investigations, a decision was made by the police to close the road at an earlier time, contrary to the public announcement made by the Independence Committee, that the road would have been closed from 10 a.m. This resulted in an unacceptable traffic flow. I can assure members of the public that stringent measures have been taken to avoid the recurrence of such incidents. I take this opportunity to thank the public for your continued cooperation and support of the police. And again, I wish to express my sincere apologies to all affected.
The Commissioner says the RSLPF had measures in place to facilitate a smooth flow of traffic. However, these measures seemingly fell through when the time was changed. He assures the public that key areas for improvement have been identified and no reoccurrence should be expected. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We'll be right back after these messages.